Welcome to the War Room. I am your host, Jeff Lambert. You can follow me on Twitter at JeffLambert77. I'm here with my co-host, Mr. Ryan Searfoss. You can follow him at Foss534. What's up, Ryan?
Not much, man. Just excited this draft season.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As always, the War Room is brought to you by the Dynasty Trade Calculator. Stop guessing and start calculating. Get Dynasty Trade Calculator for only $15 a year by visiting goingfor2.com/DTC. Tonight in the War Room, we are breaking down one prospect as normal. We'll do it in under 10 minutes. Tonight's player is quarterback Trevor Lawrence, of course, from Clemson, 6'6", 220 pounds.
Strengths and weaknesses.
Let's start with his strengths, Ryan. What are his strengths?
Man, it's hard to even decide where to start with Trevor Lawrence. He's an absolute stud. He's one of the best quarterback prospects, like from the entire high school through college experience we've seen in a long, long time. He's a big, sturdy quarterback. Can't mention the size. He has great arm strength. He makes every single throw you want to see out of the quarterback. So all those fun cliches. He's really good once he gets out of the pocket, throwing off platform. So he can make that throw where he's off balance and getting sacked and put it on target pretty accurately. While he's outside the pocket, he also is surprisingly quick for his size. Like, he will break off. He'll have a game where he'll have 60, 70 yards rushing. And it kind of takes you by surprise with a quarterback who throws like him, who's that athletic, because he doesn't use it all the time because he doesn't have to. He's accurate all over the field. He's accurate on deep ball, short, intermediate, and he's fantastic. He's just all around. He's a fantastic quarterback. A few weaknesses with him. We saw some struggles this year in big games where he was taking chances, trying to do a little too much. He definitely trusts his arm almost to where it puts him as a gunslinger. It's to the point where you're playing that fine line, whether it's either awesome for your team or hurting them. Yeah. And early on, you could see that being something that may be detrimental. But he's as clean of a prospect as you want at the quarterback position. He's a franchise quarterback, and it's going to show up on draft day.
All right, good stuff.
Who, where, and when.
Who, where, and when. Let's go with the who first. Who does he compare to? Who's your player comp?
Honestly, he's one of the few players I have a really hard time making a comp with him just because he's such a phenomenal talent. A lot of people are going to hear the Andrew Luck comparisons, which makes sense. He's a big-bodied, smart quarterback, cannon arm. He does everything right. And I'm not going to hate on that comparison at all. And it may be the closest we're going to get. But you see everything you see at these franchise quarterbacks in him, except with these old-school pocket passers, he's a lot more athletic, where you could even say Aaron Rodgers-esque. So I'm talking, like, any comparison with him is elite passer. I have a really hard time coming up with one for him, though.
Nice. All right, let's go with where. I mean, it's a set in stone pretty much where he's going to end up. So let's just talk about, that number one overall pick there. What do you think about him being in Jacksonville?
I mean, I think it's a good situation for him. He's on a new team. He's on the team. They have some young, talented wideouts with DJ Chark and Laviska Shenault. James Robinson turned out to be a good running back. They build that line around him. They have $77 million in free agency, where they can get a nice team, and they're going to want to go play to a team with a good young quarterback like that. I think it's a great situation for him, and he'll be able to grow with these young receivers right away.
I like it. All right, the next one is when do we draft him in our Dynasty draft? Obviously, he's the 101 SuperFlex, but in one quarterback leagues, where's he going right now?
He's going in that late first round range. And I'm okay with that, especially in bigger leagues. Like, if you get a league with 14, 16 teams, he's going to move up for me. I have no problem slotting him in right around that 6 range once you get through some of the elite skill position guys, especially if your team needs the guy who you can have on your team for 10 years at quarterback with top 3 upside.
Yeah, definitely. I was looking at my league today, and as a guy in my league that I'm trying to trade a quarterback to, he's got a mid-round pick, and he's saying he's going to draft Trevor Lawrence, but he's got Carson Wentz and Tom Brady are his quarterbacks, so he's going to have to get him some Trevor Lawrence for sure. But yeah, I can see him being sort of a mid to late first-round pick.
Yeah, if you're rolling with Big Ben and Matt Stafford, why not?
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's do bottom line.
The bottom line.
What's the bottom line of Trevor Lawrence?
Bottom line of Trevor Lawrence is all the hype we've heard off him. It's pretty much true. He's a franchise quarterback. He has the complete skill set. He should step in day one and be an impact player. I mean, we could see the extension the way we've seen like from Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert this year, where they perform right away and are fantasy relevant. We could see that on Trevor Lawrence. Long-term, top 5 potential, because not only does he win with his arm, he's going to give you a rushing floor with that 40 yards a game. So I like everything about him fantasy-wise. I think he's just pure stud.
Love it. I love it. All right, guys, that's Trevor Lawrence in the War Room. I am Jeff. This is Ryan, and we are going to head out, and we'll see you next time.